Good afternoon, everybody. Ooh, that's some hot stuff. And I'm still eating. Ooh. I don't know how much of this I can eat. Ooh. Tastes so good, but it's so hot. Mm-mm-mm. Hang on 1 minute. Boy, howdy, I'll tell you. Ooh. My mouth is on fire. Don't know how long I'm going to be able to handle this. That tastes so good I can't quit eating it. This is why I don't eat hot food. I'm going to pay for this. This is what I'm eating. Refried rice with this. Okay, I grabbed it saying teriyaki. I didn't see it said that right there. I guess when they say spicy, it means spicy. I don't want to get this wrong. Is this Melanie? Man, that stuff's hot. Whew. Oh, and this is what made me mad about buying this. I bought this about a month. Cool. My memory is really bad. You know that, Melanie. I bought this about a month ago. The date on it says Best Buy, July 2024. Whew. Girl, once you know I'm on fire, I can't eat no more. I'm starving and I want it so bad. So I'm going to have to sit that over there. Got some more things I want to talk to y'all about. Whew. I might have to get me a slice of bread. Actually, I'm going to move this over to the stove. I don't normally eat hot stuff. Oh my word, this is bad. My nose is burning, my mouth's on fire, and my eyes keep watering. Whew. The things I do to myself, especially before a live stream, right? Hopefully this will work. I got me some milk here. I'm drinking and it's not helped at all. Okay. Lord, please take this burn away. How can I do this to myself? Even my lips are on fire. Did you see what I bought, Teresa? I only seen teriyaki sauce. I did not see whatever that says, spicy, whatever. Crazy. I'm stupid crazy. And I bought it when it was out of date. They shouldn't have sold it to me. Anyways, guys, I've had a very emotional, and where did I do with my phone? I wanted to tell you some of it properly. I always want to ask, how's the air conditioner? Is that too loud? It seems louder today than it normally is. Okay, emotions have been running high. I knew I'd have my mom all weekend. Because my sister had to go to her best friend's funeral up in Delaware. And so she asked me would I keep mom, like she didn't have to ask me. You know, anyways. So, at the same time, I ended up with Jace because Becky was going to go over to Orlando with Ashley for the baby's endoscopy so they could find out why the baby was having difficulties eating and all that kind of stuff. And well, that snowballed. On the way to drop the kids off to school, Becky was on 95. And some woman decided that she wanted to slam on her brakes right in front of my daughter with her 3 children in the car going to school. My daughter learned from David, who was a truck driver at one time, well, most of all of his life. He's done lawns for the last few years, but most all of his life, he's until all of his life, working life, he was a truck driver from teenager all the way until now. And he still holds that license and everything. He could just go on anytime and do it. So the woman slammed on her brakes because David taught Becky how to maneuver her vehicle when that happens, where she has to, at fast speed, stop, It caused her to spin out. And how he taught her how to drive against a spin out, right? So she spun 3 times. Thank God she didn't flip over. And they moved on. They first, when the lady did this, it caused Becky to veer to the left towards the middle, to the guardrail, the medium on 95, and then she spun back towards the other way and ended up on the other side of the road. Now, all this with traffic going, mind you. So she was a nervous wreck and called me in hysterics. You're not going to believe what you said, but blah, 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 blah. I know, I'm at the school and I have a flat tire. When she spun out and went over onto the side underneath the thing, she ended up with an Allen wrench that was as big as my hand in her tire. I called David and I said, your daughter's in hysterics. She's been in an accident almost, and now she's got a flat tire because of it, so can you help her out? He said, oh yeah. So he ran up to the church and helped her out so she could get to where she was going. And she went to the tire place and had the tire fixed. She did not get to go with Ashley and the baby over to Nemours. Meanwhile, Ashley's over there. And we're getting little updates here and there, And it was just supposed to be a simple, endoscopy and see what's going on, right? One surgery, 2 endoscopies later, he has to have another surgery and is it's very serious. He's got his flap that lets his food keep him from aspirating. That flap is not closing, so he's aspirating on his food. He can't even eat regular food. Hey, Christy. So he's got to have that surgery done. But when they did the endoscopy and everything, and they did some X-rays and all this other, I don't know if he had a ultrasound or not, but he had to have his intestines fixed. They were all twisted up and knotted up inside of it, tied up in knots. That's what she said. And now they were talking about her having surgery this week, They were just going to hold him over because they had all this, they've got a feeding tube in and everything. Now, this is how the medical field, I just believe it's wrong. I'm not going to say this is how they make their money, but I'm just saying this is wrong. They want to send her home with that baby, bring her back in a couple of weeks for surgery. Meanwhile, she's got to go through schooling on how to feed him and how to take care of him. And they want to send him to a special nursery that supposedly insurance will pay. All because they want to wait a couple of weeks? I don't get it. I just don't understand it. The mouth is lightening up on the burning. So she's a little freaked out. We're all a little bit freaked out. So I am getting texts and stuff like that. So I might have to stop and look, and I'm sorry, guys. So this whole feeding thing, I can't understand. I can't understand why they can't just fix him and not have to worry about a feeding tube or any of that other stuff. So, and what if he goes home? He's got a bigger brother who he wants to play with all the time. Who's to say he's not going to get bumped or something? I'm sorry, Christy. This is my grandson, Weston, Ashley's new baby that's 8 months old. So let's hope I don't get thirsty. I just drank all my milk. My mouth is no longer burning anymore. Thank you, Lord. Man, I'm telling you, the hairs in my nose was burning. So, and I've been praying for a friend who is, their spouse has asked them for a divorce, and I think it's so heartbreaking for them. So please pray for that. I don't want to give out names at all, but it's very sad. On a lighter note, when when Becky came to get Jace, she dropped off Lance, and I got to have Lance all weekend. And let me tell you, that little boy, he is his Nana's pride and joy. I'm telling you. He literally helped me so much. He helped me with my mom. He'd come to me and say, Gigi's trying to get outside. Gigi's doing this. Gigi's doing that, Mama. Nana. And so okay, let's take care of it. And I am so freaked out about diapers and stuff being in the house. And he knows it. Even when the baby goes to the bathroom, we always take him outside, right? I'll say, hey, Lance, you mind taking the bathroom trash out? Yes, ma'am, right away. He goes and gets it, takes it out. He earned him a little bit of money this weekend, and he is on top of the world. So, I'll tell you, I don't know. That was a dog. I don't think that was Mom. Mom was up, and then she decided to go lay down, take a nap, because she just couldn't hold her eyes open. You know, there's just days like she's like that. And so um so we did yard work. We cut some tree limbs and stuff like that, and we just worked up a storm. And it's just it's with all this going on. I'm trying to think? Okay, what is God trying to tell me? Am I making a mistake moving, or is this just life going on? You know, I don't know. I still want to move. I'm still looking for property. I'm still preparing to move. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm always there for my children, anytime they need me. Um, I couldn't tell you. Uh, well, you know, how do I say this? A couple of times, Ashley has asked me to babysit, but I've been working and cannot do it. Other than that, I couldn't tell you. It's been years and years and years since I was doing something when my kids may have needed me for something. Hello, Katie. How are you today? I hope I got that right. So, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm always looking for everybody else and their needs instead of my own. I want to fulfill my dreams, I really do, but I'm so scared that my dreams are going to take away from my blessings, from my heart, from my children. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want to be near them. Even if I could find something in Florida somewhere that would be cheaper to live, but I can't. Florida has gotten outrageous in crime, um, people wise, and people stealing things, the theft, and the just the whole thing. All of Florida is just going to the tubes. The crime is just so bad because all of the drugs that are coming in here and all the things that are going on. It's just crazy. And I have people constantly checking my place out, checking me out, and I'm like, it gives me the willies, I gotta say. I got my little girlfriend. She's gonna take care of anything that bothers me if I have warning. But that being said, on, I think it was Friday, when Becky came down here to get Jace. We had gone outside, me and Lance, and I'm like, what the heck is this? This is a pack of cigarettes. What is the pack of cigarettes doing in my yard? Not one pack did I find, but 2 packs. One of them was longs, I think, and one of them was shorts. And both of them had maybe 6 or 8. Well, I had noticed some time ago that I seen a bunch of cigarette butts, but these were brand new packs. These were not out in the weather for very long at all. Even a day, I don't think. I looked at the camera, and I don't know how that cigarette pack got where it did, but I am freaked out, and so was Lance. Lance was on as soon as he found out somebody's in Nana's yard, he was looking for every sign that could be possible. And I'm like, no, Lance, that's not signs of somebody being here. That's not signs of somebody being here. Just, I mean, the kid's worried about me. So I don't know. I was originally looking in Florida because my friend of 44 years is there. Somebody was messing around in your yard. Yeah, bless his heart. He really, really, really watches out for me. And Teresa, I feel for you. I know how you must have thought sometimes when your mom was going through what she was going through. Because I'm telling you, there's just some times where mom she ain't making any sense at all. She can't talk. She can't. I mean, she's just carrying on a conversation and none of the words go together and nothing makes sense. But I have to tell you something funny. And this is why I think that my sister is overreacting to my mother. We were out in the yard. Was it yesterday? No, it was Saturday. We were out in the yard Saturday. Yeah, I know, it gets worse. We were out in the yard Saturday, and we just working away and talking and everything. No, it was Sunday. She came and got him yesterday. Yes, it was Sunday. We're just gabbing, having a good old time, right? And all of a sudden, I got this really creepy feeling. And I turned around and I seen a silhouette and didn't realize it was David yet, of a man standing in the corner of the yard. And I had to do a double take and look a little bit better, and I realized it was David, and then grin came across, all that kind of stuff. And Lance says, "Oh, Papa!" And my mom says, "There's my man." I busted out laughing. I said, "Yeah, he's your guy, all right." She said, "Yes, he is. He's a good man." I was blessed for the Sundays. We read the Bible and she understood, and the week of clarity before she passed. Yes, I remember how beautiful that was for you. She sat there for quite some time coloring with Lance and just, she did to him like she does to me. He's sitting on the thing. She will not sit on her end of the couch. She will scoot all the way over into your side and lean on you and just love on you. And Lance is looking at me like, Anna, save me. I can't do nothing but laugh. Ain't I terrible? I'm a terrible man. Anyways, she's a hoot. All I can say is she's a hoot, and she's my mom, and I love her, and she's going to always the best. Now, she gets a little frustrated with me now. She didn't before, but she has the last few days. It was funny. I told David what she says. He says, she loves me. She's always loved me. Uh, so, I stacked up stuff out there for the garbage men to pick up. Well, the weeds are growing up into the thing, and David's really perturbed at the Western Waste people. He's like, what is this? Why can't they pick up this trash? I don't get it. So I don't know, Ben. He says, you need to call them again. I said, what good does it do? They don't come out here when I call them. So I don't know what I'm going to do. The neighbor, though, I have to tell you, this is hilarious. I told her she could borrow mine anytime. You know, a year or two ago, I got a wood chipper, and it works beautifully. In fact, I did chip some wood. I plan to do some more tonight, or today, but I have to wait till Mom leaves tonight. Maybe I'll go out there while she's sleeping and cut the limbs and stuff and get them ready, because I've got a lot of work to do out back. But I just kind of want to. Okay, y'all know I dumped out my grain stock and brought it in the house because it was overgrown with weeds and stuff like that, needed to be cleaned out, and I didn't want it to blow away during the hurricane. So I brought it in, and I brought my other one inside full of the stuff, and I took it back outside. But the one I emptied, I left the ones in the backyard alone because I figured if they blowed over, I'd hopefully be able to find them. And I have enough trees and weeds and stuff growing up in the back that they ain't gonna blow out of my yard, I hope. That was my thought, which was true. They didn't. One of them I did bring in, sorry. My strawberries I did bring in, but the other one was underneath the hoop weed mess, which I'm trying to cut out now. And I think I'm going to take that whole bed down because I can't look out the windows and see my chicken coop, and I want to be able to look out the windows and see the chicken coop. So I've got some work to do. So getting around the bush to where my thought process is. Right now I can't find anything on the market up there, and I am focusing more on fixing what's broken here, and I might end up staying here, but enjoying my grandkids as much as I can while I'm here. Do you think they are overwhelmed from hurricanes and tornado damage is why pickups are messed up? Well, this was before the pickup. This has always been like that, Christy. It's always been like that here. I can call them. I called them one time four times to pick up my garbage. My actual garbage cans. And they passed them by. And the fourth time I said, listen, If they're not picked up tomorrow, I'm going to tell you that I'm going down to the city council and I'm going to raise Cain because this is bull. I pay taxes just like the rest of you guys to have my trash picked up, and this is ridiculous. I was furious. She said, yes, ma'am, I'm sorry they're not picking them up. I don't know what's going on. They got a new guy on your route. I said, a new guy picked up my neighbors next door. My neighbors across the street, my neighbors on the other side. All the way down this road, and mine's the only one they missed. I don't know this man, do I? Has he got a beef with me? I ain't never had no beef with nobody. My trash is in the can properly out by the road. I would find it hard to leave family. Yes, it is. It is very difficult. Do you have thoughts on what you could do to make where you are currently at work better for you? Well, probably more security, and I am going to change. I'm going to redo some of my security cameras and stuff like that. I'm going to replace my fencing around back. I would love to be able to do something to where the neighbors couldn't get in the yard, but the way that is, I can't put a fence down the front. It's illegal here. I could put a as long as it's under 3 foot, I think I could put up a 3-foot picket fence, but they're just going to step over that. I would, you know. It's my main thing. I could live here forever. Don't get me wrong, but it's always been my dream to live on a farm, have a cow, and some pigs and some chickens and a nice garden, and be able to go out back and hunt, and maybe a little pond with some fish in it. And, I mean, just easy going. I don't ever want to leave my property. Even here, I don't want to ever go anywhere. I want to stay here. I want to enjoy putz around in the yard all day long, do a little work at night in the day, and in the house, and just live. I don't want to. I don't mind working all day long on my own stuff. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to look over my shoulder every time I'm out working in the yard to see if some derelict's going to come up and stab me or shoot me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting to that space where I literally look at the cameras before I walk out my door at nighttime now. And I don't think I should have to live like that. Just saying. I've lived here for 30 years and never, up until this year, have I ever felt like I had to look around me to see what was going on around me. We are billed monthly for garbage. It's not a part of our taxes. Well, I live in the city in Florida, so it's a little different other places. If I were rural, yes, it would be a separate charge. Like for Wilma and them guys, they've had garbage people come. And they've always had trouble with garbage people. They pay money and they don't pick up the garbage sometimes, or the garbage is left there. Animals get into it, then they've got to clean it all up. Whereas if I lived up there where I want to live and it's rural, I would keep my cans um, probably on a. I thought about buying a little pull behind trailer like thing so that I could just pull up to the dump and dump it. You know what I'm saying? And they have to pay for that too. So, well, right now I have 6 foot wood privacy fence, and the between the hurricanes and old age, I had bought new fencing about a year ago or a little over. I don't remember how long I've had it, but I had it set up out there, and it was not. I didn't cover it because it was going to be fencing, and we were going to put it up. But David has never had the time to help me to put that up, and um, now it is rotten too. So I need to really replace even the ones that I bought. So it is what it is. Let's see. What about the living hedge? My sister got around some front yard fencing rules by drawing a hedge instead. That's the way I felt in Birmingham, Alabama. My folks moved into that house when I was 3, and I am 67 now. Yeah. So I have out by the road. There is a hedge out there, and it's about 4.5 feet tall, I guess. And it does keep people from coming into the front yard randomly, I'd say, but it doesn't keep them out of the yard when they want to pick my fruit. They literally come into my yard and steal my fruit. So it doesn't. A hedge doesn't deter them. Now, I did think about making. I don't know if I if I if I put a hedge out front where the trash cans sit. I have thought about putting fencing up along the driveway and having a gate so that you have to get to the front door. But this is what comes in thought there. If I did that, that's fine and dandy. Would work perfectly to keep people out, but it'll also keep my packages from being delivered. Because I don't think they'll go through a gate. And I don't know. I have to think about that more. But they're going through the gate into the backyard. That's fully gated. That's fully fenced. Yes, the fence is coming down, but there's weeds back there. They had to have came through a gate to get into the backyard. And I'm just baffled. And I'm surprised that the dog didn't tear up the cigarettes. It's weird. It's really, really weird. But I've got the guy behind me. They steal my bananas. They cut my banana trees down. These guys over here chopped my tree, but I need to get off of that subject. It's just frustrating. Those are some of the reasons why I'd always been looking for a property. I have been looking for property for what? I've been wanting to move to the country for probably about, well, all my life, but really diligently looking for land for probably about the last 10 or 15 years. And I would say the last 5 years have been really, really searching. And I have not found the right property for me yet. Um, so the right property come around, and I just hope that I hope that I can purchase it when I find it. But and my kids and my grandkids can always come see me. It's my mama that I'm worried about, and I want to spend as much time with. So that's why I'm not pushing this move as strongly as I was. So, anyways, I did want to talk about something that was brought to my attention. I don't believe in wasting things, so I'm going to go ahead and eat it. But I will not buy any more shredded cheese for freeze drying, because Susan sent me an article about it, and shredded cheese has added stuff, even medication for eyes are in the shredded cheese. How in the world that's there? That's really bizarre. But to get it to keep from clumping. So I will not be buying any more shredded cheese. Now, with the exception, I will still be buying cheese, because blocks of cheese don't do that, and I can shred my own. I will have to find a way to make it thicker shredded, or some of it's like um, blocked or whatever. So I'm going to show you some of the new things that I have freeze dried. Hold on a second. Hello. I'm on live stream. Oh, okay. Okay, well, what's he in for? Okay. Okay. Well, let me call you back whenever I get done, and I won't be long. All right. Thanks, son. Bye bye. Oh, that wasn't a good call. That was Kelly, Walt's daughter-in-law. Walt's in the hospital, and they believe he has pneumonia, and he's in respiratory failure. So, y'all, please keep him in your prayers. And I will call and find out more, about that. So, anyways, this right here is my Japanese food that I froze. It's got all kinds of delicious stuff. It's got it's teriyaki chicken and steak. and it's got rice and carrots and bean sprouts and um, mushrooms and all that kind of stuff. It's they do this on the kibachi thing, and I brought this home and froze it. That was left over from mine and Virginia's meals. Huge amount of food. Um, this right here is my lion's mane that I freeze dried. I've got to powder that up and start taking that. And this right here is, I don't know if you can see that very well. I'm sorry, I keep moving it the wrong way. That's my black sapote, and it looks black too. And it freeze dried very well. I was very, very happy with it. This, I got this in a pint-sized jar from one tray of tomatoes that I had set up, and I'm going to use those on maybe making chili or something like that. And I did some bananas. I don't see them right offhand, but anyways, I've been still working on my freeze drying, trying to get everything out of the freezers and everything. But so see, where are we at now? My daughter told me not to buy the shredded cheese. Yes. Tough for someone in voltage. Yes. 102. I hope, it's when it's your time, it's your time. I just hope that if it's his time, that it doesn't drag on. But I'll probably go up there tonight and see him and find out more details and go and see him. They had talked me into, I said I swore up and down I'd never, ever, ever go out there again. But they asked me to fill in a few days, and I said I would. Because they couldn't get anybody else, so. I was supposed to go there Wednesday, so he will probably be still in the hospital Wednesday. We'll see. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for being here. Find out his secret to live to 102. Teresa, we don't want his secret. I'd rather live for the Lord and die at 60 years old. Or am I 61 now? I don't even remember. I just had a birthday. Did I turn 60 or 61? 61 I just turned. I'd rather die at 61 than not know Christ and live like the devil. Yeah. I've got some apples I should dehydrate. Real Teresa. Yes, thank you, Christy. I've prayed for his salvation, and he has gone through emotions and said he accepted Christ, and has told me experiences where he's had experiences with the Lord intervening in his life and showing him the way, and yet when he's mad or doesn't get his way about something, he'll say, I never said that. I am not a child of God. I am a deitist, and I am going to stay a deitist, and blah, 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 blah. So, I love him, but I don't agree with him, and I have a hard time working for him. or sitting with him or doing anything with him with the way he feels about God. Or feels way, he doesn't feel that way about God. He feels that way about salvation. It's the actual salvation part. It's he's very scientific. He's that's what happens a lot of times with geniuses. And I do believe he's a genius. Contrary to some people's beliefs, I believe he's part genius, and he's a master artist and songwriter, um, poem. He's a book writer. He's an engineer. He just absolutely he crushed me. He crushed me when he screamed at me when I said because they sent me pictures of him. He was posing for pictures after the last time he accepted Christ. And when I brought it up, he says, "They're lying. I did not do that." Could be dementia. And just, he has a better handle on dementia. I don't know. We shall see. Anyways, so I am going to hang this up and call her back and find out more details. And hopefully she'll answer the phone. But you guys have a blessed day. Let's talk about prayer here. Anybody got prayer requests on here? Great day. I have a prayer request. Guess what is it, Katie? Those smart people have a hard time believing in what they can't see. Exactly. Well, even I do. I ain't smart. I have a hard time. I have a hard time understanding things too. Okay, I got you, Christy. My mom is undergoing surgery to remove part of her colon and large intestines on Thursday as a part of her cancer battle. Okay. All right, Thursday. And I will continue to pray for her on Thursday too. And I'll try to remember to put that on my Wednesday night live stream to ask for prayers for her too. Did you see my comment? Sounds like God has you there for a reason. Be a good example. Yes, I am. I am, Melanie, and I'm sorry. I didn't see that. I am I'm very outspoken when it comes to people. No matter what their beliefs are, I believe they have the right to dignity, understanding, love, and support when they're old. I don't care what they've done. I don't care where they're at in their life. They deserve to be treated properly. And I'm sorry if they didn't treat you properly, but I had an aunt that was just mean as, a snake whenever we were kids. But, buddy, let me tell you something. I took care of her like she was a queen whenever she was going through her bout with Alzheimer's and dying. And I took care of her husband, and I mean, that's what I do. That's just who I am, a caretaker. So let me go ahead and pray here. Her name is Diana. Okay, I will put that down. Um, Dear Heavenly Father, thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do for us. Thank you that you brought Weston through the surgeries and tests and all that crud and that he's had to go through so far. I pray, Lord, that they don't make her wait a few weeks to get this finished and taken care of and his body to heal. I just pray, Lord, that you lift them up and that your will be done. Lord, you know best, especially for babies. So lift him up to you. Lord, I pray for Walt. I pray for his salvation. If he's saved, thank you, Lord. If he's not, Lord, please lend him the perfect person to give him the word of salvation, him to get it and understand it and accept you, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you heal his body, and if it's his time to come home to you, I pray, Lord, that you make it quick and easy so that he doesn't go through any pain or suffering. And Lord, I pray for the people who I can't say their names, but I pray for their marriage, and I hope they can work it out and be a ministry to others, Lord. Lord, Christy's got unspoken prayer requests. I pray that you cover whatever that is, and you know what it is, and take good care of it, Lord. Lord, I pray for Katie's mom, Diana. I pray that she is able to be cancer free, that this surgery will take all that into account and make her better feeling, better able to take care of herself, and the bowels ain't nothing to play with. So I pray, Lord, that you take care of this cancer and wipe it out, Lord, in this one surgery. Let her heal and give Katie peace of mind, whatever is in the future with that scenario. I know with my mom having Alzheimer's, it's difficult. I know the day is going to come, but I pray, Lord, that I have strength in what you give me in every day. In your precious, sweet name, amen. Same with my mom. I would go out and garden if it got to be too much. We would still use them to complete healing for baby to be able to eat. Yep. Well, thank you guys for coming in. I'm sorry that I have to cut it off now, but I really want to find out what's going on with Walt. I don't. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to show you guys before I get off here. This, I have to be very careful about buying oxygen absorbers. Look at this oxygen absorber. I opened this up. The dot here was still pink, and they're all rusty or something. And immediately, that's just bizarre looking. Immediately, they turned that turned gray, which doesn't happen right away. But you hear that? It's all solid now, so they're no good. So those of you that use oxygen absorbers to work on food, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. I meant to talk more about it on this this video, but I'll have to do it later. Hey, Susan, fixing to head out, honey. So just be careful about where you, what type of oxygen absorbers that you get. I looked at a lot of my other ones. This is the last one in that actual package, and I don't understand. It was a brand new package, and it was like that when I opened it. So, craft and find a good, cheap source of oxygen absorbers. Talk to you guys later. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you Wednesday night, I hope. Later.